today there's just a little bit of chill in the air, and so it's the perfect time to start with soups. And this is one of my family's favorites. This is one soup that almost all of us like. And it's called taco soup. So in this big pot, I have browned 2 pounds of ground beef. Now, this is going to make a big pot of soup, so you can cut this recipe in half if you want to. So you brown your ground beef, and then you pour the excess grease off of it, and I've already done that. Next, we're going to open up an envelope of taco seasoning. I'll probably take care of that. So open up an envelope of taco seasoning and pour that in, just like you were making taco meat for tacos. And next, you're going to put 1 envelope of dry ranch dressing mix. And now comes all the canned ingredients. This is 2 cans of diced tomatoes, and 1 can of Rotel. And Rotel is just diced tomatoes with green chilies in it, so it's going to give it a little bit of a bite. And now we're going to put 1.5 cups of water. Now this recipe calls for 3 or 4 different kinds of beans, and you can use any kind of beans that you like. Today I'm using garbanzo beans, cannellini beans, and cannellini beans, if you're not familiar with them, it's like a kidney bean, but it's white. And if you don't have those or don't want to use them, you can use Great Northern beans. That would be fine. Kidney beans for a little bit of color, pinto beans, and I'm using black beans in mine because it seems like a little bit more of a Mexican dish that way. But I have put all of my beans in a colander, drained them and rinsed them, because I find that a lot of the gas in beans is in the juice that's in the can. So I put mine in a colander and rinsed them. Now I can tell already that that's going to need more water. So I'm going to go ahead and put another 1.5 cups of water. And this recipe also calls for corn, but my grandson doesn't like corn in it, so I don't put it in there. And now we're just going to turn that down to a simmer and let it simmer for about an hour. So I'll turn it down on low. So our taco soup has been simmering for about an hour, and essentially all of the ingredients were done as soon as the hamburger got done. But let me show you what it looks like. Now I did add a little bit more water, because after I drained all those beans, that took some of the liquid out of the recipe, so I had to add a little bit more water. And when the soup got done, I tasted it, and I didn't think it was flavorful enough, so I added a little bit more taco seasoning and a little bit more of the dry ranch dressing mix. This is a big pot of soup, so if you're just making just a smaller pot of soup, you probably won't have to add those extra ingredients. But that's what it looks like. And you can serve this with diced onions on top, or some cheddar cheese, or just serve it with some chips or crackers. The way I like mine is to put a little dollop of sour cream in the middle, and I like to get a little bit of sour cream with every bite. It makes it really creamy. So that's about as easy a soup as you're going to find. You just brown the ground beef and dump all the stuff in, simmer it for an hour, and it's done. And this is a really hearty soup. It's more like kind of like a stew. So I hope you'll try that and let me know what you think about it.